Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Last time, we finished a tangled web getting the clockwork eyes from the Contessa. This time, we're starting my favorite episode, episode 6, He Who Tames the Iron Horse. Let's go, guys.
Following the trail of spice shipments, we made our way up to Nunavut Bay, Canada, the secret hub of Jean Bisson's shipping empire. As a young man, he trekked across Canada to strike it rich during the gold rush of 1852. An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. A product of his time, he dreams of taming the wild north, damming every river and chopping down all the trees, with progress delivered at the sharp end of an axe. Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man war against nature. And yet, I have to feel a little sorry for him. He's just a normal guy from the 1850s. Back in his day, he'd be a hero, but today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts. What a low-tech guy like Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is a mystery. I almost don't want to know. But as always, it's only a matter of time before I find out.
Sly Cooper and the gang in He Who Tames the Iron Horse. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. Like I said, this is my favorite episode in the game, and I just love this episode so much. Alright, so we got our hover pack, our silent obliteration, and berserker charge. These two things, hover pack and silent obliteration, apparently. Silent obliteration are great things.
I've got a lead on the clockwork parts. Head through town and out into the wilderness.
Now, like usual, 30 clue bottles. But, not like usual, but like a tangled web, I will be collecting 5 clue bottles around town before we get to our objective. Luckily, there's quite a few in this area alone, so we don't have to go very far. See, we got 5 already, and just for good measure, actually no, let's leave that one for number 30. The one on the boat we'll leave for number 30. I think I can remember it's the one on the boat. Alright, let's get to work, guys. I don't have a train to catch right now. You know me. I'll have a train to catch later, but for now, I don't have a train to catch. I'm gonna use that moose flashlight guard to demonstrate silent obliteration. You know how the slam makes a lot of noise and is dangerous for a crowd? Well, not anymore, because there's no slam anymore. Haha.
Rustic, but don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bisson's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bisson took over, This used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
Alright, the wall hook. What a great device. Anyway, it's not important right now. I'll find it later.
Jackpot, Sly! That's Jean Bisson!
Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his train routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you, chum, always. Although, must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone?
Yeah, I can think better while my legs move. Pumps blood to your brain.
Yes, of course. One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell, is there some pressing matter you'd like to discuss?
First off, are you still coming on schedule to get that Northern Lights battery?
Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week.
Bullseye. For second, when you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you.
Be song, you covetous troglodyte. You've already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own and strip me of all my earthly pleasures?
Easy there, partner. You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts I got. Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all night and all day. I call them my iron horses. Of course, I gotta keep the plans hidden. Stuffed them in my 3 trophy bass.
Sounds like you're making capital use of your share of the robotic loot. But for now, the clockwork brain stays with me on the blimp. Although, when I arrive to pick up the Northern Lights battery, I might be persuaded to give you a peek.
That'll do fine. By the way, you ready to giddy up into Paris for the final hoedown?
Yes, the blimp's hypnotist wavelengths conform to the specs drawn up by the Contessa, and Dmitri, before his unfashionable capture, did a bang-up job of distributing spice through his nightclub.
Sounds like all you're missing is some Northern Light electricity.
You're correct, sir. Yours is the final piece to the puzzle, the missing link. Once the battery is aboard, nothing will stand in the Claw Gang's way. Paris will be ours.
Yeah, okay. So, I guess I'll be seeing you at the end of the week.
Right, farewell, Bisson. Stiff upper lip. Ta-ta.
Sly, did you hear that? Bisson's hidden the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy bass. Head for the fish on top of the fireplace and steal those plans.
Sorry about the long conversation, guys. But I wanted to hear
Now
them.
get out of that cabin before you're spotted.
Because I haven't listened to that whole conversation in a long time. They basically spelled out their plan, so I thought we should hear it.
After analyzing Bisson's decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy bass above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins.
I think it might be down there, and we'll be down there later, so... If it isn't, we'll still end up finding it. Ooh. Shiny. We haven't got a shiny in a while. Ah. The sapphire. A very close gem to me, since my birthday's in September. That's my birthstone, so... Ironically, it's not my favorite stone, though. That would be an emerald, but I love the color green. And of course, we'll be back for that treasure later.
Yep, just like I thought. Get to the fish above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys in Ponderosa cabin there's someone been at my hidden blueprints. Everyone stay sharp. This ain't no summer camp. I don't pay you boys to lollygag while there's a thief in these parts.
Let the moose fight it out.
2 down, 1 to go.
And while they're distracted, I will take my leave. So we just got here. And he already knows we're here. This guy is a frozen prospector from the 1800s. How is he so prepared? Only thing I can think of is he's really smart. So, what do I know? What do I know? Oh, that duck can't fly. Well then, that was fortunate. Oh, look at that. I think y'all knew I was gonna pick it up as soon as I saw it. I think y'all knew that. This is episode 6, and y'all know how I am about clues. Plus, we had to wait till that train to go by anyway, because I know this is gonna be weird, but you get one shot by trains. I know. Who would have
The
thought?
last trophy bass is above the fireplace. Be careful.
Ah, and here is our, our vault's in here, too. Glad I found it. I forgot where the vault was.
Exceptional work, Sly. That's the last of the blueprints.
Are y'all tired of coming up here yet? Can't y'all go fight like the rest of your brothers? My goodness.
Armed with all 3 blueprints, we should be able to isolate and track the Iron Horse trains through that satellite dish.
Top of the mountain, huh? Shouldn't take long.
Oh, this should be fine. This should be fine. Oh no, I heard it, and then I was looking for it, and I jumped off the track. Anyway, no harm, no foul. Oh yeah, y'all wanna see a bear? Yes, new dangers in this area. Bears. And they are killing machines, like, well, bears. Like bears.
This appears to be the only way up. Keep an eye out for those rock climber wall hooks. They might be useful.
Unfortunately, we can't take this with us now.
This is great! We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
Thanks to Sly's efforts, we now know the location of all 3 of the local clockwork parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. John Bisson has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his iron horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first clockwork lug in a few hours.
Alrighty guys, that is going to end this episode. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Join me next time for those objectives. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.